It's episode 34, Retro Jersey Podcast, tuning in. It's the finals edition. Got my boy Larry S. in the building. Or Lawrence. We got to call him Lawrence now.
Lawrence
Smith in the building.
No, Larry, we can keep it Larry S. for the pod.
And ACL tuning in.
Hell no.
So we got to get into the finals. We already talked about it since it started. But you got Phoenix is up 2-1. Game 4 coming up. I know AC definitely is feeling himself as far as they thinking Phoenix going to take it home. So I'm going to start with you, ACA. How you feel about the Phoenix chances being able to win the finals, or at least Game 4?
I feel like shit. It's a wrap. They gonna win the next two.
Two? You got to win 2 in a row?
Yep. Huh?
You got to win in 2 in a row?
Yeah. The Bucks, they little W. That's all they need.
Is Book still injured?
Not injured.
Yeah, he had some type of, it was like a minor injury. It wasn't anything major, but I heard about him having an injury. I forgot what it was. It's a leg injury though.
Oh, I don't know.
We're gonna find out tonight. I ain't seen nobody. I ain't seen nobody sitting out. So we're gonna find out tonight.
Okay.
How you feel, Larry? How do you feel about the series?
Yeah, I do think Phoenix is gonna take it. I think the Bucks might have one more game in them. So I think it'll go 6, but I do think Phoenix in the end will take it. Just can't trust Chris Middleton or Drew Holiday, really. Like Giannis is doing his thing. There's not much you can say about Giannis. He's doing his thing. It's just, he got to, if he gets a 20, 25 point game from Chris Middleton and a 18-point game from Drew, then I think it could easily be the Bucks, but he's not getting that. So I got them winning one more game. I think they'll tee up one more time, like Chris and Drew, and give them some help. But no, they're not winning the series though. Those dudes aren't consistent enough.
Yeah.
Also, let me just say my condolences to the Hawks, man. Love you guys. Great year. It should be you versus Phoenix, but yeah, condolences. Go ahead, Miles. My bad.
I still like Milwaukee's chances. Like you said, Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday haven't shown up. I think that's kind of due to Giannis missing those 2 games at the end of the Atlanta series, because I think they got in a kind of a groove of being the 1 and 2 option. I don't like. This sounds crazy, but I don't like how the Bucks play when Giannis does go crazy.
I agree, because it's just a lot of standing around.
Yeah, I think it's, like you said, a lot of standing around, and I know he gets his 41, but he can get you 40 in a loss like it did in, Game 2. Like, it can happen. I think if you get a 30 from Giannis, a 25 from Chris, and like a 20 to 25 from Drew, that's a recipe for success. And then Bobby Portis going crazy, that's a recipe for a win every time. Like, Giannis going crazy, you really don't know, but it's like, are we going to sacrifice that so Giannis can have a crazy stat line? That's not going to win you the game.
Nah, that's a problem with the Bucks though. A lot of times, it's just Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. They end up just standing around, just watching Giannis go crazy, and that's the greatness of Giannis, like what he is. So it's kind of like you have to accept that, but that does take away from other players. So is it like Giannis maybe needing to change the way that he plays, or is it just Drew and Chris like just understanding that, like he's gonna do him, and we just gotta stand here and hit our shots when they come to us. So
Giannis can't switch the way he played, first of all, because that's the reason why they are there. His teammates need to step up. They can't be inconsistent. Like, they want to be consistent one game, you know what I'm saying? The next game they got a score 18. You just had 38, then 40 points. Come on now.
No, true. They got to be more consistent. It's nowhere near all on Giannis.
No, not on Giannis, but I don't know. Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton don't strike me as players that are spot up shooters. That's not their game.
Exactly.
So it's either the team is designed badly, or you got to play to everybody's strengths. It's one of the two. But Drew Holiday is not a person who sits in the corner and waits to get a shot, like grenade with 3 seconds left. Like,
no.
But like you said, bro, you pay. Like you said this on the last video. I'm paying y'all guys for what?
I'm paying Drew Holiday to play exceptional defense and
Mhm.
20 points. I don't, but I need you to do it in a Drew Holiday way. I can't expect you to do it in a Seth Curry way. That's probably not going to work. Chris Middleton, I need you to be a great wing defender and be able to be a number 2 option where I can give you the ball and we can make something happen. I don't like Chris Middleton playing I don't know, the role that he's given. I can't look like a Jeff Green role. Like I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's not his game. That's not where he's most effective. But that's a sucky part about it, because when you play with Giannis, you do have to kind of conform to that, because he takes up so much of the court just with his length and his size and the way that he plays. Now, it's going to be interesting because that's going to be the reality of Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, you know, for them to be effective. Like Giannis has to do him at the end of the day. But a lot of times also Giannis's 30 points don't even feel like they were game changing. Like, I don't know if that's because the lack of Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, but those 30, 40 points, they don't seem like they mattered almost.
Another thing, Brook Lopez, why is he shooting standing in the corner? He's 7 feet. You know, make DeAndre Ayton get in foul trouble like they did last game, which I feel like the reason why they won the game. Like, Brook Lopez can't be out of the paint because you need to make way for Giannis. Like, and then if you get fouled, you can't make your free throws. I know he made it last game, but if he gets another 15 free throws next game, I don't think he's gonna make half.
No, and that's the sucky part about it, because it's like Brook just has to stand. When Giannis isn't there, Brook can go post up. You know, he can play big, but when Giannis is there, he can't. The way that he plays, it's almost that LeBron kind of effect, to where you have to change your entire game, your strengths and weaknesses, to accompany this star, because they are that dominant. Because it's like, yo, like, I know you can shoot threes, Chris Middleton, but Giannis could easily get us 2 points in the paint right now. And so it's kind of just becoming that role player, and some players aren't built for that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're seeing, because look, when they didn't have Giannis, they weren't a better team without Giannis. But Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez were able to actually play basketball in the proper way without Giannis being there. They weren't just kind of standing around and whatnot. Yeah. So it's gonna suck. Like, do you trade Chris and Drew Holiday? Like, what do you do at that point?
Me personally, I think this final series is a great implication of what they need moving forward. So I don't think you need to trade Chris. I don't think you need to trade Drew. Brook Lopez, probably need to trade him and get back assets that actually fit, because I don't think Brook Lopez fits with this team. I think he's a great player, and he's not doing anything wrong. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. The fact that he can shoot threes now is like kudos to him, because he didn't used to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
I can say the same thing about Drew then.
What do you mean?
I could say the same about Drew. I mean, shit, you feel like Drew did everything he could?
I think defensively, yes. What Drew doesn't give you on offense, you definitely get back on defense. Like, he's not going to let nobody go crazy on him.
But a loss is a loss, so shit, I still need you to make them points, though.
That's fair. But I don't want to give up. I don't want to get somebody who could score points who's going to give them up too. Then we just stuck in the same situation, is my point. If I can count him,
my thing is, Drew Holiday been in the league long enough to know when it's time to step up, and you know what I'm saying, when it's time to let somebody else, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, Giannis. If you know Giannis is off his game, bro, you've been in the league long enough to know that it's time for you to step up and do what you have to do, bro.
That's not true.
So with that being said, if you and his team,
he's never been that.
That's true, but I'm saying, but this is your platform, bro, to show something.
But see,
so why you deserve?
Giannis isn't off of his game though. That's the thing. Like, he's balling. With him balling, that changes everybody else's game to what they're not good at. They're not good at being spot up shooters. They're much better, like, off the dribble kind of plays run for them. So it's not, and it sucks because it's not like Giannis is playing trash. Like, they're only doing bad because Giannis is eating, you know, so easily.
Well, that's my point then of saying Brook. That's my point of saying Brook. He said Brook Lopez. He was doing what he was doing, but if y'all need spot up shooters, then you need to find spot up shooters. I think you need to go find spot up shooters for those, either Chris Middleton or Drew Holiday. One of them have to go.
That's my point. One of them, not both, but one of them would have to go, and you need to get some spot up shooters.
And I feel like it's Chris Middleton.
Joe Harris or something like that.
I feel like you need. I feel like you need to get rid of Chris Middleton. It's not because his performance, but they still need a point guard to low key fall up the floor. Then Chris Middleton, we need to find a spot up shooter for that position.
I feel you. I think for me it would be whatever I can get more value back for, whether it be Chris Middleton or Drew Holiday, and what type of value I could get back for them.
Would you like a Chris Middleton for Jaylen Brown trade?
No, I don't think Jaylen Brown gives the Bucks what they need. They need shooters. Yeah, like the paint. I don't want anybody else that needs points in the paint or that can't shoot spot up threes. You get Giannis those, and I mean I think that's what he needs, because clearly Giannis is going to do him. It's not very many ways he's going to stop in the league in general, but especially not against the Suns. So I just think that they need to get spot up shooters at whatever that takes, whatever that looks like. You got to get spot up shooters. I don't want anybody else that eats in the paint or needs like off ball screens and stuff like that. Like I just need somebody that if I throw them the ball, they'll hit the shot.
Okay.
I don't know how many of those there are in the league right now, but that's what I would be looking for.
They better go shop with the Hawks right now.
The Hawks ain't getting rid of anybody.
What about Miami? Miami has a Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson, one of the best shooters right now, upcoming shooters. He's proven he can at least start. That might be a person that you can get some value. Him in a second round, first round pick or something. That I feel like that works out for both sides. I don't know, but we'll see.
I'm not mad at that. I haven't followed Duncan too much. I only know him from last year's playoffs. But yeah, like it doesn't even matter what type, like what level of talent they are. Just give me a 3-and-D dude. That's what I need, a 3-and-D. As like a Wesley Matthews even, or something, somebody like that. A dude that can shoot threes and play somewhat good defense. Because Chris Middleton is a great defender, as is Drew Holiday. Like, so you got to be able to get some level of defense back for that trade.
For sure.